fixin' to host like a pro this football season. Breaded catfish strips from Gidry's Catfish are a 10-minute plate of yum, just in time for kickoff. With so many great benefits, Gidry's Catfish will have you saying, taste down! Our U.S. farm-raised catfish are quick to fix, heart-healthy, high-protein, and delicious. Get fixin' with Gidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods. Find our full family of brands online or in a store near you, and stock up for your game day parties this football season.
Hey y'all, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to our special Christmas episode, and today we're going to be taking some Cajun classics and putting a little spin on them for Christmas appetizers and Christmas dinners. So today we are going to be making a Hushpuppy dressing. Yes, I said that right, Hushpuppy dressing, and we're going to be making a shrimp bruschetta. So y'all stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome back. And like I said, we're taking a classic Southern Christmas dish and we're putting a little Cajun kick to it. And what we're making is Hushpuppy dressing, which is you still have your cornbread, like your cornbread dressing. And like my grandmother used to make biscuits in cornbread dressing. So what we're gonna start with is our favorite thing, Gidry's Fresh Cuts. Got a little bit of bacon grease, of course. We're gonna saute these vegetables down. This is just onions, celery, bell pepper, a little bit of garlic. And get that cooking. And I always like to add the bottoms of the green onions. I always use that part. It's still good, you don't have to throw it away. And always keep the bottom with the roots on it, and you can plant them in a pot and grow your own green onions. Okay. Mix that up. And what I like to do is season in layers. So this is our first layer, the vegetables. We're gonna add a little seasoning. Of course, this is best stop, the best. Okay, stir that in. Put that down. Okay, and our second step, we have some dressing mix. Right here I have Savoy's dressing. There's a bunch of different kinds, but basically it's just livers and gizzards all mixed together, already cut up for you. So I know growing up, when my mama would make dressing, it would take 2 days. We had to boil the livers, boil the gizzards, cut them up. This is already done for you, makes it so easy. Stir that in there. Okay. Let that get temperature brought up. We're gonna cook this for about 10 minutes until all that marries together. And what I'm gonna do right now is get my Hushpuppies, get my bowl while that's cooking. And what we have is I already made some cornbread. You can make, real cornmeal cornbread, or you can use Jiffy, whatever you wanna use, but you wanna make it a day ahead of time so it's not too soft. Okay. Now, like I said, Hushpuppies. Cornmeal, jalapenos. These are our jalapeno Hushpuppies. And these are so good, and this is gonna add such a bite to this dressing. and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what's different in there? And you can always put biscuits if you still like the texture of biscuits. I know a lot of people like their dressing a little runny. I like mine like with texture and thick, with biscuits and hush puppies and cornbread, not just cornbread and chicken broth. Okay, so you just want to crumble these up, and you can bake these the day before whenever you bake your cornbread. Okay, we'll just crumble these in like this. And we're going to stir this in with our cornbread. So this is going to give you a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy in your dressing already. We'll put a little bit more. Let's stir our. It's looking good. Okay. You basically want to get your vegetables al dente. They don't have to be cooked all the way because you're going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay. So I know people make all different kinds of dressings. My grandmother made a duck and oyster dressing every year for Christmas. And my other grandma, of course, she made just traditional cornbread dressing. But I think they would like this one. Be sure to look in the comments. It'll be the recipe if you want to try to make it yourself for this Christmas. People will be so surprised. Okay, I'm gonna mix this in. I'm gonna add a little bit of thyme to our mix. Stir that up. You can add sage. I'm not very partial to sage, but a lot of people like sage in their dressing. Okay. Stir this up, and you want to get it crushed up as much as you can. Okay. All right. While doing that, I'm going to cut some more fresh green onions. I love fresh green onions. This just makes such a difference in everything you cook. Like, I mean, if you're making homemade potatoes, homemade stuffed potatoes, you gotta have green onions in there. So good. Potato salad, anything. Just makes such a difference. Fresh green onions, fresh parsley. And we're going to drop that into our cornbread mixture. Okay, now we got some fresh parsley. You can't have dressing without fresh parsley. It just doesn't taste right. So we're just going to cut a little bit of this off. Okay, chop this up. And when you're cutting parsley, you just want to take the leaves off. Just shave them with your knife and bunch them up like this. And you're just going to rotate your knife back and forth. Just rock it back and forth. Go back over it. Okay. Now we're going to put our fresh parsley straight in the cornbread and the hush puppies. Mix that up. Okay. Now, that cooked pretty fast, okay? So we're gonna spoon this dressing mix. It's got our vegetables, everything, all the good stuff into our dressing. I'm gonna get all of it because that's the good stuff. That's what gives you that flavor. So then I have some chicken broth. Put a little bit. We put a little bit at the beginning, and then we're going to wait and see how thick we want it. Mix this all up. So it's just like any cornbread dressing, except it has some hush puppies, jalapeno hush puppies, which is gonna elevate this, and you're gonna have a little sweet, you're gonna have a little spicy with those jalapenos. Be so good. We're gonna add a little bit more chicken stock. It's probably a cup. You don't want a dry dressing, but you don't want it too runny. You want it where you can mash it down like this, but it still moves. Okay? So, we got a special little Christmas tree pan that we're gonna put our dressing in. And what's so cool about this is when it comes out the oven, we're just gonna prop it over on a tray like that, and you have Christmas tree dressing. Okay? All right, so we're gonna pour it in our mold. Just like this. Mash it down as best you can. And you can also, I've made this with crawfish. I've made this with shrimp. You could put oysters, you could put duck. And you can tell people, this is my Hushpuppy dressing. So we're fixing to put this in at 350 degrees for about 20-30 minutes. And then we're gonna look at it when we take it out and taste it. But while we're waiting for this to bake in the oven, when we come back, I have another little Cajun twist on a classic little appetizer. Y'all stay tuned.
The delicious Guidry's Catfish products you know and love, now even better. Shop our family of brands' new breaded catfish and shrimp products for a delicious and easy dinner the whole family will love. Bake it, fry it, or pop it in the air fryer. So easy, so good. Shop our family of brands online or in a store near you today. Find our catfish and shrimp products in the frozen aisle under the Guidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select brands.
I'm fixing to host like a pro this football season. Breaded catfish strips from Guidry's Catfish are a 10-minute plate of yum, just in time for kickoff. With so many great benefits, Guidry's Catfish will have you saying, taste down! Our U.S. farm-raised catfish are quick to fix, heart-healthy, high-protein, and delicious. Get fixin' with Guidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods. Find our full family of brands online or in a store near you, and stock up for your game day parties this football season.
Welcome back, y'all. So our Hushpuppy cornbread dressing is in the oven, and now while it's in the oven baking, we're gonna start on a little simple appetizer that you're gonna love for your Christmas guests, and you can just throw together everything you should have in your refrigerator. So first, we're gonna melt some butter, and we got some good old Louisiana Select shrimp, beautiful, peeled into vein. And we're just gonna saute these shrimp in this butter with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of Creole seasoning. And while we're waiting for our butter to melt, I had already put some crostinis in the oven. You just wanna brown them just a little bit. You don't want them to get too hard because we're gonna put them back in the oven. And this is just a baguette bread that I bought, and you want to cut it in about a 1-inch little pieces. Okay, let's look at our butter. Okay, let's throw some garlic in there and get that going. It says like a teaspoon of garlic, but I like more of a tablespoon of garlic. Saute this. Sorry, y'all, wait for it to get hot. So on our baguettes, we're waiting for our butter and our garlic to start sauteing a little bit. Okay. On our baguettes, we are going to have some fresh cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to cut them in half, like this. Okay. We're also going to put some fresh basil. And basil, what you want to do, take the leaves off. And we're just going to roll them. Going to roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them. And then you're going to cut the roll. This is a shift roll. And that we're going to put on top of our shrimp baguettes, okay? I think our butter, our garlic is quite right. Okay, we're going to put some, about half a pound of our beautiful Ocean Select, Louisiana Select Gulf shrimp. Okay. Of course, we got to have some Creole seasoning. And you can also, you don't have to saute them. You can boil them in a crab bowl if you wanted that flavor. Okay. And these shouldn't take long. We just want to get that butter and that garlic flavor in the shrimp. About 3 minutes. Saute that. Okay, while that is finishing up, got our bowl right here. And I have the Burson cheese, which I love, crackers. They have garlic and herb, and now they have shallot and chive. I'm using the shallot and chive. Put a whole thing of Burson cheese in there in our bowl. We're gonna mix together about a cup of mozzarella cheese. Okay, a little bit of seasoning, Creole seasoning. We're gonna put some of our fresh basil in here, a little bit of fresh lemon juice, a half a lemon goes in here, and then the other half of the lemon we're gonna put in our shrimp. This gets hot. Almost. Put those over. See, when they start to turn pink, you want them to smile at you. You don't want them to be all curled up so tight. That means they're overcooked. Okay. Squeeze our lemon juice. Okay, so we're gonna mix our mozzarella, our lemon juice, and our Burson cheese together to make this where it's spreadable on our baguettes. You wanna put a little bit of that green in there, just because it's Christmas, have a little bit of color, okay? All right, I think our shrimp are done. Fire off. Okay. So now comes the fun part. And you can layer whatever you want on there. First, we're going to start with our cheese mixture. Just put this on every baguette. And once we put this back in the oven, it's going to melt the mozzarella cheese and it's going to be so good, just like a cheese bread. Okay. And you can actually do a whole loaf of bread like this and bake it and then cut it. You don't want a lot, just a little bit, just smooth over the top. And this is so easy. And if you don't have Burson cheese, you can use cream cheese, just add a little seasoning, add whatever you want to it. Add some tomatoes. what other kind of spices you like. Okay, now we have that done. So we have our baby little cherry tomatoes. I'm going to stick one on each slice. Now we're going to take our shrimp, put that right there. Just let it lean up to the tomato. It's going to make such a pretty presentation. I love the smell of garlic and butter. Very few things that smell better. Well, anything in butter, really, I think. Let's see. And you could do healthier if you're into that. You could use olive oil or avocado oil to saute it. Okay. So now we're going to take a little bit more of our basil, and we're just going to top that off. Basil. Fresh basil is so good on any Italian food. Okay, so we're going to stick this in the oven. Probably about maybe 3 to 5 minutes on 350, 375. And when we come back, we're going to pull out our cornbread, our Hushpuppy cornbread, and we're going to top these off. Y'all just stay tuned.
I'm fixing to host like a pro this football season. Breaded catfish strips from Gidry's Catfish are a 10-minute plate of yum, just in time for kickoff. With so many great benefits, Gidry's Catfish will have you saying, taste down! Our U.S. farm-raised catfish are quick to fix, heart-healthy, high-protein, and delicious. Get fixin' with Gidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods. Find our full family of brands online or in a store near you. And stock up for your game day parties this football season.
I'm fixin' to keep Friday Lent traditions alive. In the South, the big pot on the stove symbolizes more than just great food. It creates beautiful moments. It stands for tradition, and it brings the whole family together. Make Gidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods a part of your family Lent traditions with U.S. farm-raised catfish and premium Gulf shrimp. Feed your family right. Feed them Gidry's. Find us in your local grocery store or explore recipes for Lent at gidryscatfish.com today.
Welcome back. Y'all are just in time to see our pretty shrimp crostinis come out of the oven. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we're going to take these and put it on our little serving platter. Oop, don't do that. Okay. Ow. Whew, they are a little hot. If something falls off, just stick it back on there. It's okay. Nobody's gonna know. Okay. Oh, this is not going good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back on there. 5. I think we'll do 5 on the tray. Okay. Now this is where you can get creative. So we need a little green. I'm going to put a little more fresh basil, just a pinch. And already we have our Burson and our mozzarella mixed together. Our fresh baby cherry tomatoes, a little more fresh basil, and so this is a balsamic glaze. They make a lot of balsamic glaze. You can make it yourself, just reducing balsamic vinegar down. But this is a lot easier. And this is really gonna just balance out all the flavors. So put a little drizzle on there. Pretty presentation. That doesn't take a lot. And to this, you can add whatever you want. I have a little bit of pomegranate seeds, perfect for Christmas. Just put a little on there, give us a little red, some more red, festive colors, festive flavors. I got a little bit of honey roasted pecans. You can really put whatever you want, whatever you like. And there you are, there's our Cajun shrimp and Burson cheese crostini. So easy. Like I said, you can do so many different things. Whatever you like, you can put on there. Now, let's check on our Hushpuppy cornbread. Let's see. Oh, look how pretty. You can smell all the flavors together. Okay, let's make this. So what we're going to try to do is flip it onto this pan right here. So, yeah. Smart thing would be to do this. Put your pan on top of it. And flip it over. Okay, let's see. Y'all cross your fingers. And I think we have a winner. Look how cute. Just a different presentation for your dressing. Oh, it almost went off the pan. But you can garnish it with some, cedar or some pine, some Christmas decorations. So cool. So, today we've made our traditional Southern dressing with a little Cajun kick, and we added some Guidry's jalapeno hush puppies and put it in a little tray, little Christmas mold, and there's our dressing. And for our guests, while we're waiting on the turkey, we have these beautiful shrimp, roasted shrimp, garlic butter, Burson cheese, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, fresh tomatoes. Yum. Oh, y'all need to try this. Y'all, be sure to like and subscribe. You can find all of my recipes on Guidry'sCatfish.com, OceanSelect.com, Chef Johnny G on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I think that's enough. And all these recipes will be posted in the comments and on our websites. Again, y'all all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time.
I'm fixing to host like a pro this football season. Breaded catfish strips from Guidry's Catfish are a 10-minute plate of yum, just in time for kickoff. With so many great benefits, Guidry's Catfish will have you saying, taste down! Our U.S. farm-raised catfish are quick to fix, heart-healthy, high-protein, and delicious. Get fixin' with Guidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods. Find our full family of brands online or in a store near you, and stock up for your game day parties this football season. I'm fixing to host like a pro this football season. Breaded catfish strips from Guidry's Catfish are a 10-minute plate of yum, just in time for kickoff. With so many great benefits, Gidry's Catfish will have you saying, taste down! Our U.S. farm-raised catfish are quick to fix, heart-healthy, high-protein, and delicious. Get fixin' with Gidry's Catfish and Louisiana Select Foods. Find our full family of brands online or in a store near you, and stock up for your game day parties this football season.